Hello everyone, my name is Arohi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in my today's video, we will understand in detail what MCP is and why it is useful. So far, we have discussed about various agentic AI frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, CrewAI and Igno. And using these frameworks, we learned how to make generative AI apps and agentic AI apps. And in each app, whether it is a generative AI app or agentic AI app, we built agents, right? See here, agent. In generative AI apps also we built agent, and in agentic AI apps also we built agents. And every agent used one LLM and some set of tools. So LLM is used to understand the user's query, and tools are used to perform some specific task. Every tool has some task. So for example, if your agent want to search the web, then it will use a web search tool. And if your agent want to find out the weather of Delhi today, so it will use a weather API tool. So that way agent use set of tools and LLM to perform functionality. So this example shows us how the normal system works, means the system which don't have MCP, how those system work, and we will understand the need of MCP from this example. And after understanding the need of MCP, we will understand what MCP is. Okay, so see this example here. User asks the agent, what is the weather in Delhi today? When user asks this question to the agent, our app, then what we would normally do to solve this? We first will find the weather API from some company, then we will write some custom code, and we will write the custom code to call their API. Then we will parse the result, and if there are any errors, we will handle them, right? So see, here I'm calling the API, here we are getting the data, and here I'm fetching the today's weather. And the output of this code will be, it's sunny in Delhi today with temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. So this is how we normally work. Now, what is the problem with this kind of code? Now, let's suppose this weather API company, they modified their API. They replaced the temperature with temp variable. So when they replace this temperature with temp variable, this code which we used earlier, this code will not work. Why? Because our code is using temperature variable to get the temperature, but now the company changed this temperature to temp, right? So this code will fail, this code will not work. To make this code work, to get the data from that modified API, we need to rewrite our code, we need to modify our code. See, over here in this line, I have used temp variable at the place of temperature, and now this code will work and it will fetch the output, it will give us the output. Now what is the problem in this case? See, whenever company will modify their API, we need to modify our code, otherwise our code will not work. So this is the problem. Now let's see how this problem is handled using MCP. So let's start with understanding what is MCP client and what is MCP server. MCP client will always work on your machine, means the machine where you are creating the agent. We are building the agent, right? We are making some agentic AI app. Over there, we create agents. So this MCP client will always be on that machine where your agent is, which you are building. So if you are building your agent on your local machine, then you will have your MCP client on your local machine. But let's say if you are building your agent on any cloud, then your MCP client will be on that cloud where your agent is, where you are building your agent. And if your agent doesn't have this MCP client, then your agent can't use the services of MCP server. Okay, so this MCP client will always run in the application which you are building. And this MCP server will always run where the company's infrastructure is. So let's take the same example, the weather API only. So let's say that weather API company, they have their MCP server. And let's say the name of this MCP server is weather MCP server. Okay. So name of this is weather MCP server. So this weather API company, they have their MCP server, and through this MCP server, now we can use the API of that company. Okay, so this MCP client, which is running on the machine where we are building our code, where we are building our agent, so that MCP client is responsible to send the user's question to MCP server of that company. Which company? The weather API company. They have their MCP server. Through this MCP server, now we can access their API. So what is the benefit of doing it? Let's understand that. So when user asks this question, what is the weather in Delhi today? This question is going to the agent which we are building, and that agent have MCP client installed. Remember, I have told you that wherever your application is which you are building, over there you will install the MCP client. Okay, so the agent which we are building have this MCP client, and now this question will be converted into JSON RPC. What is this JSON RPC? This is a format which MCP server understands. All the MCP servers in the world understand single format only, which is JSON RPC. So whenever you are going to give any information, any question to the MCP server, to any MCP server, that question should be in the format of JSON RPC. So when user asks this question, our agent which have MCP client, this MCP client is responsible to convert this question into JSON RPC format so that MCP server can understand our question. So this is how this question looks like when it get converted into JSON RPC format. So this is the JSON RPC format of this question, and MCP client converted user's question into JSON RPC, and it looks like this. JSON RPC, this is the version method get weather. So we want to get the weather detail, and then in parameters city Delhi. Okay, so MCP client converted this question into JSON RPC. Why? Because MCP server understand this formats only. So whenever there is going to be any interaction between the agent or the server, that interaction will be in this format only. And who is helping agent to convert the information into JSON RPC? MCP client. Okay, then now this question is ready. We can give this question to MCP server, and MCP server will easily understand this question because this question is in JSON RPC format. Now MCP server will interact with the company's API. Which company? Weather API company, the company who developed this weather API. And this MCP server is also of which company? This weather API company. Okay, so this company have their own MCP server, and using this MCP server we will connect to the API. Now we will not directly connect to the API, we are connecting to the company's API, weather API, using this MCP server, and this MCP server will connect to this company API in which format? The format which this API accepts. Okay, which format? The format which API accepts. See, here the interaction between these two in which format? JSON RPC format. And the interaction between MCP server and the company API is in which format? The format which that API or tool accepts. Now let's say this company API accepts this kind of format. So this MCP server is responsible to convert our question into the format which company API accepts. Now company API will answer. So let's say this is the answer by company API. Temperature Celsius 22 degree and status is sunny. Now this is the response by company API. Now this response is going to MCP server. Now MCP server wants to send this output to MCP client, to the agent. But I have told you that the interaction between the MCP server and MCP client will always be in which format? JSON RPC format. So that means now MCP server will convert this into the JSON RPC format. So let's say this is what it did. See, JSON MCP server, from this output which it gets from the company API, MCP server converted it into JSON RPC format, which looks like this: JSON RPC version, and then the result: temperature 22 degrees Celsius, condition sunny, ID 1. Now MCP server have the output in JSON RPC format. Now this MCP server will send this output to the where? Over here, to the agent. Now agent have LLM which will convert this output into the format which user will read. So this is the final output, that it's sunny in Delhi today with a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. So this is how the concept of MCP work. We have MCP client and we have MCP server. They both interact in JSON RPC format, and MCP server and the company API will be handled by the company, and every company will have their own MCP server. Now the output which we are getting here is it's sunny in Delhi today with a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius, right? So this is the same output which we were getting using the traditional approach. Let me show you the traditional approach which we discussed here. So we are getting the same output over here without MCP, and when we used MCP at that time also we are getting same output. So what is the benefit of using MCP? Now let's see that. See, now suppose in future if company API change this temperature to temp variable, then our code will not break. The code which we have here for our agent, that code will still work if company changes their code, if company modify anything. See, if company modified any code, okay, of their tool, then our agent will not break, the code will still work. Why? Because over here we are only writing the code to connect with the MCP server. That's it. We are not doing anything else. What we are doing, we are only writing the code to connect with MCP server, and this MCP server is of the company only. And whenever company modify their company's API or modified their any tool or any code, then company is responsible to change their servers. So we just need to, our agent just need to connect with this MCP server with the right format. Apart from that, company will handle everything itself. So this is a company API. If company is modifying their code, they will update their MCP server because this MCP server is of their company only. So they will modify the MCP server also, and our agent is only connecting with the MCP server. And once our agent connect with the MCP server with the right format, this MCP server will understand the question, and MCP server is responsible to talk to this company's API, and we gave our question to MCP server in the right format. Now MCP server is responsible to arrange our question in that format which that company APIs understand, and it will fetch out the result. And once it get the result, it will convert that result again into the JSON RPC format, and it will give to our agent, and our agent will our agent have LLM, and that LLM will present that output in the form which user can read easily. So this is the benefit, that if company modified their code, our code will still work. We don't need to do any modifications at our end. Now let's see a few other benefits of using MCP. So one other benefit is universal communication standard. What it means is, see this example. So this is an agent, MCP client. So we are building this agent, and this agent, single agent, is connecting with MCP server 1, MCP server 2, MCP server 3. So let's say MCP server 1 means server of one company. Let's say we want to use some services of Google, so we are using Google's MCP server. And then let's say we want to use we want to search something from websites, so for that we have one another MCP server with the name of web MCP. Then we have another MCP server. Let's say we want to perform some task which is related to stocks, so we want to access the tools which provide us similar data. So let's say we are using Y Finance tool. Okay, so these are the three different companies. All these three different companies have their MCP servers. We can connect with three different companies' MCP servers with a single agent. If that agent have MCP client, this is mandatory, because if your agent doesn't have MCP client, then you cannot connect with these servers. You can only connect and use these servers, fetch the information from these servers if your agent have MCP client. And one single agent, one single MCP client can connect with multiple MCP servers. Okay, so this is the first benefit. And the second benefit is, which we have discussed here just now, that if the company whose tools or APIs you are using, if they change their code, then you don't have to modify your code. You are only connecting, your agent is only connecting with the MCP server, and this MCP server is interacting with the API of that company, and this MCP server is company is modifying their MCP server as per their modified tool or API. So we don't need to do anything at our end. Okay, so this is the second benefit. And the third benefit is that your agent can work with any MCP compatible tool. Let's understand this in detail with example. So works with any MCP compatible tool means, let's see one example. So suppose user asks this question: send me an email with today's weather in Delhi and attach top 3 news headlines. Here you can see that this single question needs 3 different tools. Send me an email. So for that, let's say we need Gmail tool. Today's weather in Delhi. To fetch that, we need a weather API. Okay. And then the third thing is attach top 3 news headlines. So for this, we need web search tool. Okay. So we need 3 different tools to answer this question. So when user asks this question to our agent, which have MCP client, agent is connecting to Google MCP server. Why? Because user said send me an email. So this is a task related to email. So Google MCP server have tools like Gmail, Google Drive and Google Calendar. So if you connect with Google MCP server, we can perform this email task. Okay, so our agent is connecting with this MCP server. Then to get today's weather data in Delhi, our agent is connecting with the weather's company MCP server so that it can get the weather forecast. And then our agent is also connecting to the web search MCP server so that it can get the top 3 news headlines. Okay, so 3 different servers of 3 different companies. All these companies' MCP servers and our agent understands the same format, which is JSON RPC. All those, see guys, all the MCP servers in the world, they understand single format, which is JSON RPC. Okay, so that's why our agent have MCP client. This MCP client converts the user question into the JSON RPC format. Then we send that question to MCP servers, and then MCP servers connect with their tools, and then from tools they get the answer, and then they convert that answer to JSON RPC, and then they send back that answer to agents. Okay, so this is how it works. Now what it means is work with any MCP compatible tool. What it means? So guys, here our agent is only connecting with 3 different MCP servers for 3 different tasks. It is not writing any other code. But if we talk about the old approach, the approach where we were not using MCP, how we were handling these kind of tasks over there. So over there, the developer who is building the agent, so that is us in this case, because we are building the agent, let's say. So to give the answer of this question, our agent means us, we will write the code. First we will write the custom code to use the tool, Gmail tool. For that you need to perform some authentication steps, and then you will write a custom code to use it, right? And then for this also you will generate a API key, then you will load that API key, then you will write that custom code to use that. In the same way, to get the news, you will write a custom code to fetch the top 3 news. Okay, so we are doing everything ourselves, and if any of these 3 tools is modified, then our code will stop working, right? But in this case where we are using MCP server, here our agent, we are only writing the code in our agent to connect with the MCP server. Rest of the task MCP server is doing. If anything is changing, MCP server is handling that. We are not responsible for that. That company whose tools we are using, they have their MCP server. They are responsible to to handle their MCP servers as per the modifications in their tools or APIs. So we are just connecting with them. Here we have just one standard way to connect with all the 3 services, 3 servers, right? So this is what any MCP compatible tool means. Any MCP compatible tool means that all the servers, MCP servers, understands the standard format, which is JSON RPC, and our agent can connect with any number of MCP servers, and there is no need to write extra code for it. All the MCP servers understands the there is a standard way to connect with all the MCP servers, so your agent can connect with as many different MCP servers to perform the task. This is how MCP can help you make better agentic AI apps. In my next video, I'll show you how we can make applications using MCP. And I hope this video is helpful. And guys, if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.